This is what it takes to marry a Yoruba Nigerian girl. As many of you know, I am getting married soon to my beautiful fiance Adenike, but I have a list of things I must complete before I get married. And so in Nigeria, a common practice is the dowry. And the dowry is not simply a sum of money you must pay to the father to marry the daughter. The dowry is actually a list of things you must buy if you want to get married. So let me read through you some of these items I'm required to purchase. And you're going to be coming on me on an adventure today and the next day. This is going to take several days of all the things we need to get for this marriage to happen. So of course we have things like yam, we have things like cola nut on this list, all these things we're gonna need to get. We also have a goat. It specifically says 1 unit. We need to get a goat. So we'll be getting a live goat. But we need to get palm oil, dried fish, alligator pepper, all of these different items on this list. In total, there are 39 items. This is the struggle you have to go through to marry a Yoruba girl, but it is worth it. So I'm here in Mushin today, and we're gonna be getting some things on the list. I can't do this myself, so I have some people coming to help me. And we're gonna be going through the markets. We're gonna be getting everything we can do today. We have more on the way, other things we need to buy, but it is worth it, my friends, to get married to a beautiful Nigerian woman. So let's get started on this adventure. Welcome to the Mile 12 International Market. We are here to collect the items for the dowry. And so the first thing we looked at were the yams, and now we are coming to look at the fruit baskets. And I'm here with, tell me your name.
My name is Eunice of About Consumables.
Yes, and she is a master at this market. She knows this market so well. She knows all the food vendors. She's a cook and a chef, and just knows everything about Nigerian food. So she's been showing me around, and you can see it's very rainy. It's a wet day. They even rented us boots. Something unique you can do at these Nigerian markets is rent boots for a little bit of naira, and we bought these things to keep us dry here. So we're following, and we're getting the fruits as our first thing here. So let's get going and let's complete this dowry. Okay, this is where you buy palm oil.
Yeah, palm oil is straight from Benin.
Straight from Benin, which is better quality?
Yeah, it's a good quality too.
Yeah.
It's good quality.
Great, okay.
You know, we could get better, but this is good quality.
And these are 25 liter, or what's the size of one of these?
25 liters.
Okay, so we need 1 giant jerry can of palm oil here.
Yeah.
And what does something like that cost?
How much is it?
30. Okay, 5 liter.
25 liters.
25 liter, 30.
No, be 30,000.
No, they got 28.
No lie.
Oh, yeah.
No, they do like that.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's 25,000.
No, they do like that.
No.
We're trying to get it for 25K.
25,000, no.
No, it's good. No, it's good now.
It's too much, oh.
Oh, yeah, there for sure.
So 25,000, that's like maybe $20 for one of these giant jerry cans, 25 liters of palm oil. That stuff is so much more expensive in the US. You would get maybe 1 liter for $25. So, but yeah, a lot of things we got to get for our for my Yoruba wife, as we are learning here. So you don't buy oil?
I don't buy oil anyhow. No.
Yeah.
People mix a lot of chemicals with their oil. But since I noticed her, I tasted her oil. If you taste the oil, you know from your mouth. Well, I've been buying oil from her for over 10 years now. I tasted her oil, and it gave me that sweetness I desired. And for over 10 years, I've been buying oil from her. Good. So that's,
well, we're gonna try the oil here to confirm that it is the quality that we are looking for.
It would last.
Right.
But they are both good.
Good, okay.
They are both good. So the native one, when you put it in your mouth, it's quite sweet. You feel that, not sugar sweet, but there's this palm kernel, palm oil sweetness you feel in your tongue, and it doesn't leave any residue. There's no aftertaste. But the agric one, comes when you put it in your mouth. It's quite heavy. You feel a little bit of aftertaste, but it's also a bit sweet. So
What do you prefer, native or agri?
I prefer the native because of the sweetness.
Yeah.
But for longevity, I think I'll rather mix the two.
Okay. So, and this is the native.
Yes.
So we see the native one here. This is like a deeper hue of red. This is the agric. This is like a lighter hue of red. And the native one is made with no fertilizer, just the palm oil itself, very organic. This one here uses the fertilizer, and so the fertilizer one has more longevity, but the native one is sweeter. But she says she prefers them mixed, so it lasts longer and still has that sweetness of the native. So we're gonna give it a try before we buy here to determine the quality, because lots of times they can mix chemicals into it and it can be not good quality. And of course, she's an expert, so she knows exactly what she's tasting and whether it's good quality palm oil before she's buying it. And she's bought from this lady for almost her entire life, knows this market really well, and knows that like this is some really good stuff that she buys for her business herself. We can taste it like this.
Just dip your finger inside. If you tasted palm kernel before, native palm kernel, you will feel the raw. It's cooked done. When they cook the palm kernel, it's done.
Yeah.
You know, so you can see there's no aftertaste.
Right.
There's no residue.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's very sweet, very light. I would say, like, I've had obviously a lot of palm oil in food. I've never just straight up tried it raw like I just did now. And it's very different profile. Once you cook it, it really changes what it actually is. So it's quite interesting. It's good stuff. So we're adding our palm oil here to the car. Great.
Okay, so before now, all here were shops. They just destroyed them like a few weeks back because they are trying to remodel. See them? They start rebuilding. So they are trying to remodel the market. So it's going to be quite cheap, you know.
Next item we gotta get are these fruit baskets. And so we're here where they have all sorts of fruits, all the watermelon. Hello sir, how are you? They're selling watermelon. Here they have pineapple, other fruits. So we need to get a basket of fruit. And so that's basically one of these plastic baskets, and then you fill it with different fruits. You fill it with pineapple, maybe 2 watermelon, maybe some oranges, and whatever fruits might be in season. And so we're in the area where they sell all of these watermelons. 1,000 per.
For one, this
for
is
one.
1,000.
Okay.
They have the one of 1.5, they have the one of 1.3. So it depends on the one you are taking.
With the size.
Yeah. So this is 1,000.
So it's priced in terms of size. So what we would do is buy the individual pieces here and then assemble the baskets that we sell outside this area in the market. So he's actually cut out a piece of the watermelon to show us the quality. You can see very red, just a deep red. It looks even redder on the camera. And really great, delicious water, like fruity, but juicy quality. This beats any watermelon I've had in the US. It is so much better. The flavor is so much more powerful. Amazing. say that again. You said the pineapple has different species, and the
I'm just
badagry is the sweetest.
The badagry pineapple is the sweetest.
And they're usually smaller, right?
No, they're usually longer.
Longer, okay.
Yeah, they're usually longer. They are not round. They are long. They are like oval shaped. Yeah.
And that makes them very sweet.
Very sweet, yeah. And the head is not that big.
Right.
This is for me. This is the sweetest pineapple.
The badagry pineapple,
yes. Pineapple.
And he's got papaya.
Yeah, he's got papaya. He's got bananas.
See there, yeah. Bananas up behind him. This market, it's very tight back in here, but as we're walking through, there's just so many unique and interesting smells. There's a whole cabbage area back here. You can see a bunch of cabbage, different herbs and things. You can see the limes down here. Just kind of everything going on in here, really crazy. So the next thing we got here is ejaosen, or dried fish. And so we've got to get, I believe, 30 of these. So these individual dried fish, they come in different sizes, and the price depends on the size you get, but this is very popular Yoruba food. You sell these in a lot of different markets. And so that's another item on the list that we are going to get. So we're finishing up with the first market. We're bringing our stuff back to the car here, but I've got a question for you. So based on today, all the prices that were quoted, how high were they compared to what you might normally get just because I was there?
Yeah, just because you were there, everybody wants to chop Oyibo money.
Yes.
So they inflated their prices.
They inflated their prices.
Normally, the guy that helped us to carry stuff, normally from the distance he carried, he would normally collect 200 naira.
Yeah.
But because he saw you,
he wanted 500.
500
yeah.
You know, I can't argue with him because even if I want to make noise, they'll come and say, oh, why wouldn't you want to spend that kind of money? See your car, see Oyibo, see this, you know, you have the money and you don't want to spend it. So the prices are quite high, so, but then, that's the way it is. That's what we're doing. We're using the strategy we're using.
Yes.
You know, hear their prices, bring it down, we know what we want to buy, and then we come back and get it. Yeah. That's all.
That is the strategy we are doing. One thing done, or a few things done. So now we're going to the next location, and that is where we are going to get the goat. So we have reached the goat market now. And it's a huge area. We've seen like tons of goats around here. We're in this place right up front where they've got goats for sale. And so we can see them here. And so we're gonna negotiate and try and find a good price. But there's different goats that you get depending on what tribe you're in for your marriage. So for Yoruba, you want a certain kind of goat, specifically not a dwarf goat. They say a dwarf goat might be better for an Igbo marriage. But we're gonna try and figure out what's the best goat and how much that costs. But a little idea of what this market looks like. Very muddy, and there are also cows sold here, so there's like herds of cows coming along. Because it's been raining so much today, there's so much mud. We can't go further back in. They brought all the goats more out towards the front just because of that mud. So how do you check which one is fleshy?
You check them here.
You check there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm supposed to feel like
that has more bone. This is more
oh yeah, I feel the difference. Yeah.
So that's where you check.
So you feel the difference, and then you find out which one is going to have more meat on its bones and which one's more bony. You can get the better quality one. So how much did you say this one is?
That is 75,000.
75,000 for this one. Okay.
I'm trying to price it down to 50 or possibly 45, but 50 or 45. I should take that one instead.
This one.
Okay, so these 1, 2, 3 are the same size. I should take them for 60,000.
60 each.
60K. But I'm still trying to price it down to 50.
So for 60, That's like $40. No. Yeah, that's around $40. Yeah, $40 for a goat here. That's, wow. That's not that much. So we feel this very fleshy goat. It's a good one. So one of the traditions you have to do here if you want to buy a goat is you have to give the person selling the goat 1,000 naira for them to hold in their hand. That knows you're a serious person, and then they'll start discussing the price with you. You don't give them that money, they won't do anything. They will just ignore you. You get that money back whether you buy or not. But if they, once they agree, they'll give you that money back and say, okay, I agree with whatever, our agreement is, or they'll say, no, I don't agree anymore, and just give you that money back. But it's kind of like a tradition that you've got to show that cash to get the service. And so we don't actually have any cash with us, but we've got someone helping us, kind of a dealer here who deals in cows normally, and he's helping us on the goats, talking to the goat dealer. So it's kind of a dealer-to-dealer transaction. So we're not a part of it, but it's happening all in Hausa. And then we'll try and figure out what the price is on these ones. These are a little fleshier and meatier ones, and so we'll kind of compare the two and see which one we want to get. And this is our goats. My friend. Hello. So this is the one we're going to take. Okay. And how much are we paying for him?
So at the end of the day, we're going to pay for ground, we're going to pay for rope, we're going to pay for the person that will carry.
Yeah.
Everything is running up to like 70,000. Right?
Okay. What does the goat itself cost?
60.
60. Okay, plus an extra 10K for.
Well, it may not be up to, but plus gate fee, plus this, plus that.
Okay.
You're going to pay for gate fee. You're going to pay for the rope. You're going to pay for the ground. You're going to
ground as well.
You're going to pay for the ground. Everything is running into like 10K thereabout.
Okay.
So
okay.
It's going to like 70K.
So our goat here, we're gonna get for 60K. So we have picked out the goats, and it's a very organized place. Despite how it looks, they can take the goat here and they can keep it for you for a number of days. They do delivery, they do different services, whatever you need. They can give it shots, medication, anything that it needs to be, looking good on the day that you choose to come and either pick it up or have it delivered. They'll take care of it for you, so all those optional add-ons. So yeah, we got the goat at the market. We still have a few more things left on this list. We won't be able to get them today, but we're gonna have to continue tomorrow. The weather has made it a little difficult today, but as we continue getting everything on this list, my friends, this is what you need to marry a Yoruba girl. You need all of these things. It's quite a lot, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. So off in the distance, we've got a truckload of cows that just came into the market from northern Nigeria. And so they just bring them in. You can see this market as we're leaving it, very full of animals, but there've been like herds of cows passing by. It's a really interesting place. Because there's so much mud, we couldn't get further back in, but if you go further in, there are huge amounts of cows and goats all huddled together. Yeah, we see a large cow here. These people are perhaps taking their cow away that they bought. So they come in by the truckloads and leave one or two at a time. People buying. You've bought cow here before. How much is a cow?
Oh, a cow, the cheapest you find here is about 400,000.
400,000.
400,000 to 1.5 million, 2 million for a cow. So that's how we buy cows here.
So 400, that's like maybe $250, $300 minimum price for a cow for like a pretty small, not so well one. But then you can get the massive ones for all the way up to 1.5 million, which is over $1,000. Welcome back to Mushin. We're here in Mushin main market. Got the Mushin main market right in front of us here. And first thing we are finding is kola nut, or in Nigeria as they call it, kola nuts. So let's find our kola nuts.
So this is ram meat. Ram here. This is goat.
How are you, sir?
This is goat meat.
Goat meat, wow.
Ram.
Okay, so this one is bitter cola.
Yeah, this is bitter cola.
And there's two colors. Is there a difference between
There's no
them?
difference
No, it's the
between
same.
them. It's
Okay.
the same.
And
This one we can use it for whatever, but there's the one that has that you can divide into 4 or 5 or 6. This one you can divide into just 2.
And what do people do with it?
They eat it.
They eat it.
Yeah.
And
the
why do
one,
they eat it?
It's medicinal, good for the body.
Does it give you some caffeine? Like
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Some people say it helps them stay awake while they're working. Some people say it helps them. Yeah, it's also an antibiotic.
And what's the difference between this and bitter cola?
Okay, this one actually works for different illnesses in the body. This one, the people that have a weak erection, they have this.
They'll use
People
this one.
that have-
Wow.
Yes, it cleans the blood.
Weak erection, wow.
And also,
Yeah, it cleans the blood.
Okay.
And then it helps with,
But it doesn't have the caffeine effect.
It does.
It does, okay.
It does. It also has its own spiritual effects too. Some people, when they have snake in their houses, they throw it around, the snakes run away.
Interesting,
Yeah, they
okay.
don't want to have snakes around. So
Interesting.
it's also a form of signifying an agreement between two parties.
You
as well.
give them bitter
Yes,
cola.
yes. So you guys
Yeah.
break it and split it and eat it. And you
And
guys
then
are,
you've formed
Yeah,
your
you
agreement.
formed your
Interesting.
agreement.
Interesting. So next up on the list is Adun. And this is what it is. And it's a traditional food, and so we've got a little bit. We're gonna try it. So
Let's see.
or maybe I
set
should hold
it.
it.
You can do like that, yeah.
Yummy.
So let's try it. Do you use your hand or you just
Yeah,
eat it like?
use your hand. Use your
Just
hand.
pick it and eat it. Yummy.
Nice.
It's very savory.
Finally.
It's a little salty.
Palm oil.
So it's like fried palm oil
With corn.
with
Check
clips of corn.
With corn.
It reminds me, it tastes like popcorn.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it has that popcorn. Oh, nice.
So you finally tasted the Yoruba man.
So Adun is made from corn and palm oil, and it does taste like a little bit spicy popcorn that's been like mashed, a
Yeah.
little salty, savory. It's interesting. So next on the list here is honey. This is like the raw, unfiltered honey. And so we've got to get 2 bottles of this. So we're adding that to the tally here along with the cola nuts and the Adun. So we were able to tick off 4 things at this one vendor here, making our lives a lot easier. We've made a lot of progress this morning. So you can see they're kind of sorting it out and negotiating exactly what we're getting here and the price. And then we're going to be going and getting, we still have alligator pepper, and we still have, did we get the alligator pepper already?
She bought alligator pepper. Where is it? Let me see it.
Oh, this is
Oh, she just bought it now. Oh, let me see it. Oh, it's like this. Okay, I thought it was like a red pepper.
Oh, no.
No, that's alligator pepper. Oh, interesting. So this is alligator pepper. What is alligator pepper?
How would you describe it? It's called atare.
pepper.
Spicy, really spicy.
But why is it, it's just been dried? That's the difference?
No, it's, okay, this is it. When you open it up,
See?
it has
It's a lot like yellow.
She has 2 layers.
it has a
There's 2 layers,
This is
okay.
first layer.
Just peeling back the first layer
This is second layer.
and the second layer.
That's the alligator pepper.
That is
inside.
Oh,
alligator
those
pepper.
little tiny
Yeah.
things, and they're very spicy.
They're very spicy.
They're like
I see
jalapenos.
It's pepper.
Ah, you want to taste
You
that?
don't want to taste
See, I don't want to taste it.
It's pepper.
No, no, I won't be tasting this on its own. I think I'm trying to not die here.
I'm telling you, you don't want to taste that.
You can kind of smell the spice on it. But yeah, so that is the alligator pepper. Yeah, no, she's saying taste it now. Ah, no. But try not to finish me, please, I beg.
Okay, so by my calculation, everything would have spent there is like 22,000.
So we had a very efficient stop there. We're able to get several things, and now we're down to the drinks. So we've got to get drinks, we've got to get some biscuits, more like packaged goods. So that should be the easiest thing, and we'll just be getting those and then bringing them to our car. So we're getting closer to finishing this dowry here in Mushin.
You guys come and buy sandals here.
So now we're here at the wholesaler, and this is where we can get a lot of our drinks. You see they have them out here, all of this Pepsi, all of this tea. Any drink we could need, we'll get a better deal buying the large packs here. Plus they want large packs anyways on the list. And so it is hot today. This is, I'm sweating. Really sun is beating down on me here. But again, my friends, you saw me in the rain earlier in this video struggling with those boots, and now we're in the just excruciating heat. And this is what you have to do to marry a Yoruba ge. You need to go through all of these things, but it is worth it. It is worth it because they are amazing women. Ooh. So we finished the drinks. We paid them, but we're gonna have to come back with our car and pick them up. So, and we got some drinks. Trying Predator. So this is another one of these Nigerian energy drinks. He's a fan. He's a big fan. But yeah, the Predator, it's nice. So yeah, the Predator is nice, but now we're doing the biscuits. So that's the next thing. We're doing the wine, okay. We're doing the wine and then the biscuits, right? Chevy? Next item on the list is the alcohol. So we'll be getting the wine and the Schumann schnapps. As you can see, they've got a lot of different kinds of wine here for sale at this little shop here in Mushin. So we're picking out the items that we need. So this is the coconut candy here. We just bought some. We sell it here. And you can see her down here. She's cutting up. She's cutting up the coconut, and then we're gonna go back and see how they cook it and put it together to make these treats. So this is how they make the coconut candy. We're going back here. Ah, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine.
Wow. So this is sugar and coconut, and you stir it.
Sugar and water only. Okay, sugar and coconut only to make this.
And can you stir it? You see, yeah. Wow.
Oh wow.
The coconut sweet here. It has a sort of...
Look at that. It's like chicken.
Hey, live chicken. So the coconut sweet here, it has a kind of like toasted toffee flavor with the coconut. It's very crunchy and chewy, sweet at the same time. Really good combo here. And we're coming up on the final step. So we need to get the dried goods. This is like the packs of biscuits and things. Some of the final things on my list here. So we're here in this crowded market off to the side of Mushin main market. Ojuwole, right? Ojuwoye.
Yeah.
It's called Ojuwoye Market. My friends are helping me here. We've been ticking off the list and we're almost there. As you can see, busy place. So we're coming into the snack store and we see some classics. Parle G. We got cream crackers, coasters. These are all classic Nigerian biscuits. But you can see this small shop here. And we're gonna be trying to buy the large boxes here and maybe get some sort of deal or discount on them in bulk. We've got the biscuits up top, and we're all headed off together to the car.
Yeah.
So you can hire someone here, and they'll help carry your things to your car. Very convenient at markets like this. Reporting back here, we managed to drop everything off at Nike's house. It was hectic. I wasn't able to film any of it, but all the stuff is there in a few different locations. The goat's on its way, and then Nike's sister is actually going to be helping us bring that out to her family home. We got a lot going on getting ready for this wedding, but next time you see me, we'll be at the wedding showing you all the dowry all put together and ready to go. My friend. So this is the goat. I'm at the wedding, but this is the goat, and this is the gift, and the dowry's inside the wedding venue. It's actually at Nike's family home. We'll kind of see. I don't know how much video I'm gonna get of this wedding because it's there's a lot of different things going on, but I'll try and get a little bit of it. Hopefully I'll be able to show the dowry. If not, at the end I'll be able to show all the dowry items that we've been getting together. But this is my goat. He's been cleaned up. My friend. He's been cleaned up. You see, washed, looking good. He's nice and fat, and he's got a little bow, and he's tied up there. So, all of those dowry items, we got them gathered, and we're ready for the wedding. And the final dowry item list, we got the goat right here. Say hello. I don't know what's gonna happen to him. He might be my wife's family's lunch in the coming days. But yeah, we got the goat. We finished the wedding, and we have all the dowry items. So they're going to be splitting it up between the different family members, the different wives, and the husband and the other family members, and so everyone's going to have some yams and some cola nut and everything else, whatever they want. They're divvying it up, and actually that's what I was showing but you can't hear the sound because of the music. But yeah, we're officially married, and it was worth it getting all the items on that dowry list, collecting them, getting them all together for my beautiful, beautiful Yoruba bride. So worth it. A lot of stress, a lot of things we had to do. The rain, we had the boots that we were wearing in the mud. We rented the boots. We went to mile 12. We went to the goat market. We went to Mushin. And then there were a number of cash items we had to get together, so we had to collect the cash, which is also sometimes difficult in Nigeria, but we got it all together. Her dad said yes, and now I have the greatest wife in the world. So happy. Thank you for staying with me on this video. I appreciate it.